Two Italian stallions. They look pretty similar, but the resemblance is only skin deep. Granted, it's not the most ideal weather to compare a coupe with a convertible, but that's the German winter. In any case, we've brought Alfa's Brera and Spider models to the cold, wet streets of Germany to see which of the two makes a better Christmas present, or perhaps to tell you that neither is worth wrapping up and putting under the Christmas tree. To get away from questions of motor performance and configuration, we chose to test the 200 horsepower, 2.4-liter diesel versions of both models. The two models are identical from the front. The radiator grille and powerful xenon headlights emphasize Alfa's sporting heritage. From the back, there's also little to distinguish the pair. From the ground to the taillights, the same. But further up, the difference is clear: soft top or hard top. Both the Brera and the Spider are the brainchild of Italian star designer Giorgetto Giugiaro, who was also behind the first generation of Volkswagen's Golf, and they're built by Pininfarina in Turin. The Alfa Spider is a classic two-seater, not intended for trips with the kids. In other words, it's a sports car for drivers without much baggage to take along, except perhaps what's needed for a romantic weekend away. The boot holds only 253 liters, just about enough for a short break à la deux. Inside, the seats are built for comfort on longer journeys, but with the roof closed, there's a sense of claustrophobia and little headroom. The Spider manages 0 to 100 kilometers per hour in 8.5 seconds, the Brera in 8.3. The automatic versions of both cars lose a little flexibility and about 10 horsepower. The semi-automatic transmission controls on the steering wheel can't hide that drop in performance. The Brera's glass hardtop gives the driver a lot more space, though it costs €600 more. There's also a second row of seats, too cramped for adult legs, but enough to take the children along. Thanks to its higher weight, the Brera takes the curves just as well as the Spider, though both have a tendency to drift at the front end. A nice touch is the boost control display for the turbocharger, but it's so far down on the central console that it's better not to check it while at the wheel. And to our question, which car makes the better Christmas present? We couldn't decide, so we're recommending both of them. The right choice depends on your personality. SUV drivers who tend to spend more time on the road than off it will be interested in Volkswagen's new front-drive Tiguan. The compact crossover model is available with two powerful but economical TSI and TDI engines. The 1.4 TSI gasoline-driven model generates 150 horsepower and consumes 7.9 liters of fuel for 100 kilometers. The 2-liter diesel version is even more efficient, consuming an average of just 5.9 liters. BMW has unveiled its stylish new low-rider concept. The bike is set to be fitted with the muscular 1200cc Boxer engine, boasting 100 to 110 horsepower. Customized options will be available, although the bike is designed with purists in mind. Loving the limelight will, of course, be the two chunky tailpipes and BMW's trademark para-lever rear-wheel swing arm. There's no place here for passengers, but then low-rider owners will in any case be reluctant to share the attention this monster will command. Here it is, the most powerful diesel-powered SUV in the world, the new Audi Q7. The 12-cylinder generates a whopping 500 horsepower and an unbelievable 1,000 Newton-meters of torque beginning at 1,750 RPM. Figures that only a Bugatti Veyron can top. Fitting a production car with an engine like this presented a unique challenge for the engineers.
Audi's
Jürgen Kraut tells us how top standards were involved all through the development process. Passing safety tests was a priority. They also had to meet Audi standards, which exceed the statutory ones. He and his team are proud of their achievement with an engine and wheels of such a size. Being a flagship model, the Audi Q7 needs to distinguish itself from its smaller siblings. The vehicle has an overall width of 2 meters thanks in part to the flared wheel arches. The lower air intakes are another distinctive feature, along with the stainless steel underbody guard. The car rockets from 0 to 100 in just 5.5 seconds, and the top speed is electronically limited to 250 kilometers per hour. It may not be the most economical engine, but its fuel consumption of 11.3 liters for 100 kilometers is still better than the unit in the 8-cylinder gasoline-powered Q7. But where do the buyers come from?
According to
Jürgen Kraut, most potential buyers are from Europe. There is also increasing demand for this vehicle in Russia, China, and the Middle East. There's a lot of interest there, he says.
The
Q7 V12 TDI was not just designed with tricky terrain in mind, but it certainly offers excellent off-road performance. A certain sure-footedness is definitely an advantage in some of the target markets. The Audi belies its 2.6 tons as it coasts over the rough stuff. Any inconveniences are ironed out by air suspension and electronic shock absorbers. The enormous torque produced by the 12-cylinder engine required Audi to specially design a new transmission, and the 6-speed Tiptronic box couldn't be a smoother shifter. For all its power and pump, Audi says the engine is exceedingly clean and meets the Euro 5 emission standards due to take effect in 2010. All this performance comes at a price, of course, but those paying the 130,000 euros really can look forward to a unique vehicle. What's more, Q7 V12 TDI owners don't have to worry about being confronted by an Audi A8 with the same engine. There's simply not enough room for this huge power plant.